Stress is such an insidious, horrible event that happens in human life. Now, some stress, there's like normal levels of stress. That's one thing. But it's the unconscious little things that get to us. It's like leaving a few minutes late and then having traffic that you didn't count on. It's going to meet somebody, you get there, and then you find a text on your phone saying, "I'm sorry, it's a last minute thing, I have to cancel." It's all the unexpected things that come, the bills that arrive that you didn't anticipate. There's so many things in life that just kind of throw us off our game and then push us either back into past events that were just like this or into our future fears of it can only get worse. What do we do about that? How do we manage the stress, and why is it that as this little human organism that we are, why do we have that at all? So we're going to talk about that today. And then we'll also talk about what to do. We're going to actually do a mindful meditation exercise that I think that you can use anytime, anywhere. I'll explain how to use it. There's a short version and a little longer version. We'll do both today so you can experience what it's like for you. So stay tuned. All right, so we've evolved to this point in life. Prior to this, in sort of more prehistoric times, we had to worry about everything. There were saber-toothed tigers, there were pterodactyls up in the trees out there that would kind of swoop down, pick us up, feed us to its young. There were all sorts of dangers and pitfalls in life that we had to watch out for. And so over the years, we've evolved. The saber-toothed tigers are gone. There's not one hiding behind every bush. But we haven't quite caught up to that emotionally and mentally. We tend to look at the dark side, or the warning side, if you will, of life pretty regularly. We're cautious about things. We look gift horses in the mouth. There's lots of little funny things that we do as human beings that indicate that we're just not quite so sure about life, that we can be relatively confident. Whatever our level of competency is, there's still that self-doubt. There's those little shadow feelings that sneak in, feelings of being inadequate, feelings of being an imposter, feelings of being just unsure about what's happening. And then they tend to pull us, again, back into the past, into experiences that we've had, or off into the future, where we don't know kind of out here. It's like fog. Anything could happen. But we tend to go through life basing the present moment on past experience. And just like the stock market tells us that past experience is not an indicator of future expectations, we need to think of that as for ourselves. That our past experiences may reflect on the future, may determine and affect how we experience it, but it's not a determinant of it. We can experience and have an amazing new future no matter what's happened to us in the past. Seriously. And I want to talk today a little bit about how to make that happen. So, what is it about our past that influences the future? Well, the brain-body mechanism has nothing else to work on except for experience. We can't see into the future. Now, some people are clairvoyant. Some people can look out into the future and see things, and that's great. If that's your gift, how about you share with us the lotto numbers for this weekend? But for the rest of us, we kind of have to sort of braille ourselves going forward. And that's what I want to talk today about. How do we do that in a more efficient, effective, maybe even a scientific way? What we know about the mind, body, and the mind in particular is that we have an anticipatory sense about ourselves. We have precognitions. We know things, and it's been tested in the laboratory, not days or weeks before, although sometimes it happens, but usually in an anticipatory way, maybe 3 minutes out, 5 minutes out, we start to, our spidey sense gets tingled a little bit. We have an idea, and it's also determined by our mood and our attitude and our outlook and what we think might happen, what we might predict based on, yes, past experience. But as we begin to learn how to create our own reality, as we learn to trust our story creation, our screenwriting ability, we can begin to change the story that we're in. We can turn the page. It's a new day. How about a whole new chapter? How about a new way of being in this world? And using our mind, but our imagination. How would we like it to be? Now understand that the default is going to push us into negative imaginings, worst case scenarios. Okay? And a screenwriter can use that, or a novelist or storyteller can use that. Create some suspense, sort of like I did at the beginning here, saying I got some better stuff coming, stay tuned. But in our own actually day-to-day life, we can do that. We can anticipate something better. We can anticipate like a redo, even though we haven't done it yet. How would I can go through, if my mind's really stuck on worst case. Okay, so I go through the worst case. How could I make it better? I use this as a technique when I'm teaching people the mind orientation toward the game of golf. Is that as you get ready to see the shot, if it were the worst shot possible, how would you shift it in your mind? Having done that, what would you do differently? Oh, well, I wouldn't shank it, I wouldn't this, I wouldn't that. Time it better, okay. So having had that experience, make this, it'll be there for your first shot, but make it as if it were the redo. That this is the perfect one. And so that as you approach the shot, there's a whole bunch of things we can talk about golf sometime. I'll do a whole video on it. But it's one of the ways to anticipate. So as you go up to do the shot, you've kind of ruled out all the worst case scenarios that might have happened and that you might have experienced in the past. And now as you're getting ready to do it, it's like, well, I've already done it and I flubbed it. Now I know exactly how it feels in my body to make the perfect shot. And then step into that and make the perfect shot. So we can kind of use our predisposition for worst case scenario to create the best outcome. And you do it using the power of your imagination. You see it differently. You experience it differently. You embody it differently, the way you want it to be. Now, it takes some practice. So I recommend that people do a journal, kind of journal it along. Do it day by day so that you can kind of keep track and then celebrate at the end of the day your wins. Oh, this worked. I see what Tom's talking about. It's working for me. It's getting better. We can all have these. It helps us overcome the flubs. I recorded this video a little while ago, only the record was not on. So I had to get past my disappointment and change my schedule so that I could do a redo now. This is much better already than what you would have seen if I hadn't done that. We can do that all throughout the day, throughout our life. Things happen. There's unexpected things. We didn't plan for it. Now, where do you go from here? How do you carry that forward into a better plan, a better outcome, a better day? And you do that by staying present, staying in the now moment, releasing the past, recognizing that's the way it was, that's what happened, I'm going to let that go. And now I'm going to focus on what do I want as I'm going forward? What am I anticipating? What would I like to have happen? And then step into that and allow that to be what it is that you do experience. How do we do that? We have to separate the two, past, future. How do we do that? Present moment. Put the present in the middle of it. It's like this wonderful wedge of right now, neutrality. There's no pterodactyls. There's no saber-toothed tigers. Everything's perfectly safe. It's fine. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and out. Just come up into that moment. Be present now. Well, Tom, I've got these stresses happening. I've got this that I have to go to. But not right now. Just create this space for yourself. Even if you're going to go on stage in 2 or 3 minutes, create the space right now. You're not there now. You're right here now. And then bring that stage presence, that part of you that really likes being with other people, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experiencing, your hopes, your dreams. Bring that person out on stage. Be, in that sense, be yourself. Be who you are at your best. We can all do that. It does take some practice. You have to work at it a little bit. And that's what today's kind of video is going to be a little bit about. And then we're going to experience something to anchor it, keep it in place. So keep coming. So what do we do? How do we do that? Use your breathing. Use this amazing body that you live in, this amazing system of body, mind, imagination. And just simply take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and out. That's it. What are we doing when we're doing that? We're shifting from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. And along with that shift, we're releasing the power of the limbic system, which is that fight, flight, freeze, faint mode. It's that part of us that when something doesn't go right, we either get angry or we get scared. Fear creeps in. Worst case scenario visions. All of that, that's really fear-based stuff. When we're in the confident stage, we're in the competent stage, we're letting our best self be there, there's usually love involved. There's usually a sense of safety involved. And we're reproducing that in the new moment based on some past experiences where things worked out. Sometimes they even worked out magically. It's like, I didn't expect that, I didn't anticipate it, or something even better. It was kind of what I imagined, but it was amplified. It was even better. And those are all little things that you can add in your affirmations. This or something better. And follow those intuitive instincts you have. Follow up on them. Do them. And trust that this amazing world that we live in is supporting and is for you and supporting you in that. Like little breadcrumb trails that just kind of lead you away from the fear places into the amazing places of calm, comfort, joy. Now, while we direct this whole channel toward the nursing profession and the struggles that and stresses that nurses are going through, it applies to everybody. It applies to all of us. We all have that kind of pressure, intense feelings and moments in our lives. So how do we move through that gracefully? Breathing, imagination. So let's practice it for a moment. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and just let it out. Now in this next one, same thing, but follow this instruction. Put your tongue to the top of your mouth and then push your lips together like you're blowing out candles. Do the same thing. Long, slow, deep breath in, tongue up, push your lips. And use your imagination that you're blowing out like on a big sheet cake, all the candles. Just let them go. And then do that again. Tongue up. That's it. Why do we do that? Because it engages the body and the mind together. and focuses on specific tasks. And there's enough little complicated pieces to it that you have to pay attention. You have to really be here now. You can't let your mind off wandering around, or you'll leave your tongue on the bottom of your mouth, or you'll kind of create a funnel with it like that. You'll do something different. This is so unusual to let your tongue up that it just draws you into the moment. It's like, hey, okay, I'm here, I'm doing this. So do that a couple times. So now we're in our head, really focused on the moment. And then the third breath in and out, something a little bit different. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you go out, imagine yourself going down a slide and just like, whoo, all the way down. Or you could do like, whee, and you just make some noise and you just let it happen. Just enjoy it. And as you come down into your body. Come down into your heart region. Just imagine, what does your heart say about all this? What does your heart know? There's a wisdom to our heart. There's a wonderful group out there called Heart, Mind, Math. And you can go to their website and learn a whole bunch of stuff about the rhythms and the patterns between mind and heart. And it's just so important to tune into all of that, to just be in our body and use our mind and imagination to create space, create a sense of peace. And then to deepen that feeling, as you do this exercise, it's like come down into your body. Your mind's probably quieted down. It's not chattering and chirping away as it often does. And you just be present now. And just feel how earth, life, has you. You're held. It's got you. And just relax into that. Feel the safety of being held. Maybe remember when you were a little kid, and you don't have to remember who was holding you, but it was safe. If you have other kinds of memories, stop it. Let those go. I'm talking about the person who was for you, who loved you, held you. And just nestle down into that feeling. Just feel it. And let gravity confirm it. Gravity's got you. It's this ancient magnetism of this planet. You didn't create it. It was here when you got here. If somebody dropped you, you'd fall right down, pull you down. No matter who you are, where you are, gravity's got you. And the interesting and kind of magical thing about it is, no matter how light you are, or how heavy you are, how small, how big, gravity has everything. The little bird feather that falls off the bird begins its descent down. Eventually, even with the wind blowing, eventually it will just come down, land softly, be present. And standing right next to it may be a big African elephant, huge and mammoth. And the earth supports them both equally. Just there. So do it again. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and out. Whee, come down. And just feel yourself held. And allow your eyes to close. Just close your eyes down. Come back into your body. Come back into this moment. That's right. Now sometimes when you do this, as you release and relax your eyelids, they'll close down like a heavy garage door. It just goes boom, shut tight. Other times when you do this exercise, it's more like a roll-top desk. You know, those old oak desks where the slats are made of wood and they gather, and each one is a little bit independent from the other. And they all work together and they come across the horizontal line. They begin the descent down. They just sort of roll down, and at some point gravity takes over. It just pulls the lid down. So wherever you are in this process, just let the lid of your eyes just close down and just feel it shut tight. That's right. And then as you practice, see if you can deepen Every time you do this, see if you can deepen the feeling of relaxation and allow it to come more quickly to you so that your eyes just close right down. And as they're closed and as you deepen this feeling of relaxation, come back to the gravity like life is holding you. Just feel held and safe right where you are. Just feel that. For some of us, it happens so rarely, it just takes a moment because that's not our normal way of being. Our shoulders are usually hunched up around our ears. We're tight, we're tense, we're nervous. Just for this moment, just for the purposes of this exercise, just let it all center down. Deeper, deeper still. Just let it go. Just settle in. Settle down. Ah, that's right. And now continue to allow your body and mind knows how to do it using your imagination, going even deeper into the relaxation. So that your eyelids now closed over the eyes are sort of hanging there like wet washcloths. They're just down. Of course, you can always override any of this at any time, but for the purposes of this particular exercise, just imagine that they're just hanging there. And you can wiggle the other muscles around in your face, but the eyes and the eyelids stay closed over the eyes. And then just relax into that. Release yourself into that beautiful feeling of relaxation. That's right. It's just so comfortable. Just relax and release into it. That's right. Going deeper and deeper. There's nothing to see, so just let your eyes stay closed. And as you breathe in and out, take a little deeper breath than usual and imagine that it's coming in through the top of your head. And now down through your head, through your neck, relaxing all of those muscles. Just let the neck relax. Want to move it just a little bit, let it move. Your shoulders, drop your shoulders down. Down through your chest, your back, relaxing. Abdomen, belly, nice and soft and relaxed. Air moving down through your hips. Down through the hamstrings and your thighs, around your knees, down into the shins and calves. Around the ankle, down into your foot. And then as you exhale, imagine it just going out through your feet, down into the earth, drawn down by gravity. So again, air coming in as you breathe in, down through your head, neck, shoulders, back, chest, abdomen, hips, upper leg, lower leg, out through the feet. Just let that go for a couple breathing cycles. And then on the next breath, imagine that you're drawing the air in through the soles of your feet, up through your feet, up through calves, all the way up through the body, out through the top of the head. And just enjoy the flow in and out, whichever direction feels most comfortable. And it's almost like the breathing is giving you a nice gentle massage through your whole body. As you breathe in and out, every muscle relaxing and responding and just releasing. All the tension just going out. All the worries just floating away. All the concerns just melting, evaporating. Just you present in this moment. Ah, that's right. Perhaps you can imagine yourself on a hilltop looking out over a beautiful valley below. Perhaps you're down below in the meadow and you're just looking at all of the beautiful flowers and little butterflies. Perhaps you're even deeper into relaxation on a nice, warm, sunny beach. And you hear the gentle waves rolling in, out, in and out. It's just so relaxing, so peaceful. And let that move into every cell of your body. Allow that relaxation to become a chemical change in each cell, like changing it, making it more vibrant, more effective, taking nutrients from the system, continuing to be healthy, pushing out and removing any cells that aren't healthy, just letting them go. Feel that healing energy just coming up through the soles of your feet and down through the top of your head. As if there were a healing light just centered over you, just bringing that healing light down through your whole body. Oh, that's it. Good work. Good relaxation. Listening to the gentle waves, smelling the fresh air. Feeling so comfortable, so peaceful. And then using the power of your imagination, another way to use this relaxation, just stay in that relaxed state. And imagine yourself coming back into your house from outside, as if you were on that beach and now you're coming home. As long as it's a safe place to come to. If you need to go to a friend's house or someplace neutral, that's fine. But before you go in, just notice the door, the entryway. What's there? Is there a storm door? Is there a screen door, glass door? What's it made of? Does it pull out or push in? If you live in an apartment, go on in and go up to the apartment, but not in yet. Just look at the door. And then go ahead, go in. If it pushes in, walk in, pulls out, just go on in and then stop right in the entryway. Look down at your feet. What are you standing on? Is it carpet? Is it wood? Is it a welcome mat? How would you turn the lights on if it were night? Is there an automatic light that's set by movement to turn on as you walk in? Are there paintings or drawings on the wall? Then go to your favorite place in the house. It could be a chair, it might be your bed, wherever that is. Or if it's a friend's house, wherever you feel safe, secure. And just be there for a moment and think about what an amazing life that you have. Whatever it is, you're alive. This next moment can be a whole new chapter in your life, simply using your body, mind, and imagination to change the script, to write a new story. And think about how far you've come, that life before you were even knit in your mother's womb knew you. That combination of male and female cells that created you, provided you with a unique DNA pattern that's solely yours. Unless you happen to be a twin or triplet or more, the DNA would be the same if you're identical. But everything else is uniquely you. Fingerprint, eye scan, voice scan. No two human beings are alike. And if you are a twin, you know that your personality is way different than your twins. None of us are the same. It's as if nature, God, Creator, life force wanted us to know and understand that no two things are alike. And even when you look out at the trees, like on this beautiful summer's day, there's a beech tree and a birch tree, and oak tree, walnut tree, apple tree, maple tree. The pattern of the leaf looks the same until you get up and look at each leaf and you realize that no, the vein structure, the actual pattern, each one is different. No two are alike. Reminding us nothing is the same. Everything has its own individuality. Which reinforces the idea that there's something unique and special about you. You're not here by accident. There's a purpose, an intention. And as you tune into it more and more, your sense of, I am here for a reason. I'm here for lots of reasons. I'm here because of what I have to contribute. I'm like the missing puzzle piece to the whole human map. And while there may be 8 billion of us, each one counts. Each one matters. And so we can just kind of breathe into that and trust that you count. You're important. You have value. Something about you is special. Contribution to be made. And in your lifetime, you've had moments when you've sensed that. There's been someone who's just touched your life in a very safe way, but in a very meaningful way. It's made a difference to you. Guiding you, leading you, directing you, urging you. If you've been ignoring that, use this time now to focus in on that. It's special for you. It's not a mistake that you're here. You are needed, wanted, welcomed. You play a necessary and an important role in humanity, in the unfolding of time and space, in this moment, in this very now moment. As you continue to go even deeper, you may find that this is beginning to lead into a feeling of being asleep. And that's fine. Your mind is taking in everything I'm saying. It'll continue to draw it in and shift and change your ideas and your thinkings and your thoughts, your knowledge patterns and maps, creating new connections, new neurons firing off and creating new connections and new neural pathways, shifting your destiny, making it possible, removing the obstacles, removing the objections. Pausing and maybe even preventing the mind from jumping right away into the negative, letting ego take over and think it's trying to keep you safe, but actually you see the possibilities now, the opportunities, and finding the courage to trust and to commit to doing something slightly different, to shifting the story a little bit. That story that you've been telling yourself over and over again, that's kept you stuck and moving in circles instead of on a path, on a journey. Learning that learning is a whole series of failures until you have success. It's like tying your shoe when you have those two laces and you kind of twisted them around the way you saw somebody do it, and then you went to pull it shut, and they, instead of creating a bow tie, it just fell apart. And you kept practicing and practicing, and Now you're able to tie your shoe and not even think about it. Or watch. You've become unconsciously competent. So many other areas of your life, they're waiting for that unconscious competency to take over and for you to trust it, to believe in it, to believe in yourself. When we finish this exercise, I would encourage you to find a mirror and really just look at yourself and tell that person in the mirror that you love them. And maybe to really focus just on one eye, left or right, and just tell that person, I love you. Feel it, believe it, lock it in, it's yours, that love. The universe through you to you, and back again. A living relationship with life itself. Just moving now deeper into a feeling of complete relaxation and trust. Belief that this is so. Not stuck by the same stories, not stuck in some movie or soundtrack. You are free to write the script. You are free to tell the story however you want. Envision it. It's in you already. You already know your heart's desires, your wildest dreams, simply waiting for you. They've been there all along. You came with them. Creation was so excited that you were here finally. Seek fulfillment of all of these things. It's as if those desires and dreams are divinely planted just for you. And now's the chance, now's the opportunity. Let those dreams that you're having, the visions and scenes that are moving through your mind's eye, give yourself permission to let that become your new reality. And trust that you're in partnership with the universe, with the life force, the creator, God, whatever and however you refer to that. Whatever that energy is, it's casting stars across the sky, forming galaxies upon galaxies, a sea of galaxies. That same energy is moving through you, just as it was moving through the beech tree and the maple tree and the oak tree and the evergreen tree. Celebrating each individual leaf on each tree. No two alike. You can't compare yourself to anyone else or how anybody else does it. You're going to do it your own unique way. To support the energy and the love of life. Supporting you. Feeding you. Helping you find exactly what you need to do and know next. Trusting that. Releasing worry and anxiety. Letting go of the past. Part of the learning. Call it a mistake, call it a failure, call it whatever. It was just simply contributing to you learning. Until finally the two laces came around, one underneath the other, made two little bows on each side. You twisted those together, pulled it tight, and your shoe is tied. All the times it took to balance if you ride a bike. And then finally, just one day, it just all came together. And you were riding without the training wheels, just free. Learning to swim. You can read all the books out there on learning how to swim. But then you try it and you practice it. And suddenly you find yourself staying afloat and moving. that excitement. I've got it. I can do it. There are books and books and books about how to be in life, how to find success, how to find your treasure, how to find the abundance of life on all levels. But until you do it, until you believe in it and in yourself, keep looping around until you gain some mastery and it works for you. And it begins putting together mind, imagination, and body, just like you're doing right now. Seeing it in your mind's eye first. And then allowing life, the universe, to support you and creating it. And you have the best creative force there is, because everything that is was created using that energy and that intelligence. The substance of the invisible that is the source of all. It's yours. It's yours. If you're already asleep and you want to use this as a sleep tool, great. Continue sleeping, resting, renewing throughout the night, throughout your sleep time, your nap time, until it's time for you to rise and start a new day, a new chapter, a new adventure. Whether it's all night long or just a short nap, as you come into consciousness, everything is brand new. It's a brand new moment. Use your creative skill to write the script, tell the story the way you want it to be. And trust the process that that's exactly what's happening. So as you rest and sleep and breathe in and out, just continue. If it's time now for you to return to a conscious, awake moment, you will hear what I'm saying. If you're sleeping now, it's just going to be background sound like white noise. Continue to sleep. For the rest of us, take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. Slowly feel the energy moving up through your feet, through your body, awakening each muscle, each cell, feeling more and more awake, more and more refreshed, deeply relaxed. And as you breathe in again, that energy coming down through the top of your head, down through your whole body. That's it. That's it. Becoming a little bit more conscious, a little bit more awake. Feeling the breath coming in and out. You stay nice and relaxed if you want. But more and more into this present moment, I simply count you up. 1, 2, 3, so that you're right here, right now, in this now moment. And before you close out this video, I want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and then hit the bell so you keep getting notices about new videos coming up. We'll do more and more of these mindful meditation practices as well. Just make some comments in the space below so that I know that these are enjoyable and you want to do more with me. I love doing this with people. And particular topics or particular issues you want to address in your life, we'll focus it more specifically to you. And then as you become more and more conscious, more and more present, letting your breath return to a more normal pace and letting yourself be right here, right now. Please know how much I enjoy being with you in these videos, creating a great space here, and I love the comments and and the questions as well, just everything. It's great having that dialogue with you. So until we meet again, I've been posting and will continue to post every day. So there's always something new here. I wish you all the best, a beautiful day ahead. Or if you're continuing to sleep and you happen to hear a little bit of this, continue your beautiful, restful, restorative sleep. And namaste. Thank you so much. From my heart to yours.